And thank you for joining us. You are watching another episode of the Live Today Show right here on CAN TV Channel 21. I'm Dr. Cherie, your host and the founder of the Live Today Foundation, where our mission is to provide joy, inspiration, and free compression garments to cancer patients and survivors living with lymphedema. I am so grateful that you joined us for the last show of the year. I guess I'll call this my holiday show. I'm kind of wearing my little red here to bring in that holiday spirit. This has been a trying year for all of us, but I am so grateful that if you're watching and you're listening, you made it to the end of it. And where there's life, there is hope. For those of you that are interested in learning more about the Live Today show, let me share my screen with you so I can give you some helpful information, which I'm hoping will be helpful to you. If you want to go out to our website, please visit us at www.live-today.org. If you know someone, or if you yourself are a cancer patient or survivor and you are living with secondary lymphedema and you want help, you are facing financial difficulties, you are running into roadblocks with your insurance company and cannot get your compression garments, shoot us an email at info@live-today.org. Let us know that you are in need of compression garments, and we will reply back, send you a very brief application. Once that application is completed, you'll email it back to us, and then we'll get you the information you need to make sure your measurements are exact. You can pick out the type of garments that you desire, and then we can get them shipped directly to you and or your loved one. And if all else fails, you can always give us a call. This past year, I've received some encouraging calls, not calls looking for anything, but just a call stating, we found out about you, we heard about you, we saw you on a Facebook Live event, or, we heard you on a webinar, and we just want to give a call saying, thank you for what you're doing. There wasn't this type of resource available to us, so thank you. And those calls are always appreciated. You can reach us at 754-220-0234. And if you are out on social media, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at livetoday.org. That's livetoday.org. And if you want to look at all of our episodes for the past, oh my goodness, almost 3 years now, go out to YouTube. Look us up at the Live Today Foundation, and you can find a copy of all our previous shows. So today, I just wanted to have the opportunity to talk to you about what these past couple of years have meant. Certainly, I don't know, you were probably like me, hoping that at the end of 2020, we would have seen an end to the COVID-19 pandemic. But yet and still, we are in 2021, heading into 2022, still facing new and challenging variants. And so it looks like we are going to be in this phase for a little while longer. But what has happened as a result of the pandemic is that so many individuals have fallen behind on the cancer screenings of all types, not just breast, but breast and prostate and cervical and uterine and ovarian and testicular, all of the cancer screenings individuals have fallen behind on. Individuals were not able to receive the care that they needed at that time because resources were being allocated elsewhere. And then there were individuals who got diagnosed right at the beginning of the pandemic and then were scheduled for treatment, and then that treatment had to be delayed again because resources were being used elsewhere. Unfortunately, minorities, Blacks and Hispanics alike, we remain behind the 8 ball because we were already behind the 8 ball with, higher rates of hospitalization, increased rates of death, increased rates of cardiovascular disease and diabetes and certain cancer diagnoses before the pandemic ever hit. And so you can imagine those numbers continue to grow. And right now, we're not even really fully feeling the impact of what these past couple of years and the continual fight with this pandemic is going to do to those numbers of individuals that have been battling with chronic diseases. Lymphedema is one of them. It is a chronic disease. Once you have been diagnosed with lymphedema, it's a chronic disease that you will have to manage for the rest of your life. And so what I want to share with this show, with the last show of the year, is one, let's take a moment and take a step back that in spite of everything that we have faced in this past year, again, we're here. And we're here with potentially new opportunities. We're here and present to receive additional resources. And we're here with hopes that in 2022, things will get and be better. And so what I wanted to do with the show today was to share with you website resources, because we intend to continue to revise the website on a regular basis. The Live Today website is a dynamic website. It is not static. Certainly there is information that will remain on there that stays the same, because lymphedema is what it is. That diagnosis and how it is diagnosed won't change. And so certain things will remain the same, but as new additional resources and new technologies and new information becomes available, we like to share it with our constituency. We have some fantastic guests that are lined up for next year, and I'm super excited to share these individuals with you. But at least for now, before January hits, I want to remind you of what's available out on our website and what you can have at your disposal. So let me share my screen and let's go out to the website. On the landing page, you will see that we have a number of about us, so you can read about our legacy. You can read about myself, the founder. And then we have a special page just for survivors. We have a lymphedema prevention section, a partner section, videos where it shows all of our previous shows, some patient education resources available to you, and then an opportunity for you to contact us should you need additional information. But one of the things that I wanted to share with you with regards on the survivors tab is I want to share with you the video that you see here with regards to lymphedema and why the Live Today Foundation even came into being. So take a look at this. Let's see how this plays.
Did you know that more than 10 million people suffer with lymphedema? That's more than muscular dystrophy, ALS, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease, and AIDS combined. Because of the vast number of individuals living with this disease, we wanted a platform where we could educate, inspire, and showcase individuals, and hence the Live Today show was birthed. I'm Dr. Cherie, and I'm the host of the Live Today show. This is a live and interactive show that airs on CAN TV Channel 21 every second Wednesday of the month at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can also stream us live at cantv.org/hotline. Now, this show is designed not only to be educational, but thought-provoking, stimulating, and challenging. I mean, raise questions that make you go, And we feature guests that include garment fitters, physical therapists, oncologists, and surgeons that come and share the latest advances in treatment options. And best of all, we feature patients who are living full lives with lymphedema. So tune in every second Wednesday of the month, promptly at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on CAN TV Channel 21, or stream us live at cantv.org/hotline. And join the Live Today family by following us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at livetoday.org. That's livetoday.org.
So that's how it all got started. And I want you to see that on this page for survivors, here is where we list all of our new shows. So the latest show will always be highlighted right here in the center of the page. And man, I'm telling you, if you missed last month, you want to go back out here and listen to Sabrina Korentager. I'm telling you, she is a certified lymphedema therapy specialist. And she poured into us and provided so much insight on lymphedema prevention. You do not want to miss that episode. So make sure you go out and take a look at that episode because soon that spot will be replaced with this show. But here we provide additional information about why it's important to get treated. And here you can see different individuals that are living with lymphedema, going on about their daily lives, but they are not negating the importance of having compression garments and being treated as you need to be treated. So make sure you go out here. You can get an opportunity to see all of our videos, but I want to take this time to also go to our lymphedema prevention tab. Now here is another dynamic video that I would like to play for you right now. Let's take a listen.
Lymphedema can't ruin my survivorship if I detect it early.
Lymphedema can't stop me from caring for my family if I detect it early.
Lymphedema can't take away my freedom of movement if I detect it early.
You can take control of your survivorship with simple early lymphedema detection before it becomes chronic. Hi, I'm Dr. Cherie Prentice, physician, breast cancer survivor, and lymphedema patient. Secondary lymphedema of the arms and legs is a risk after treatment for certain cancers, such as breast cancer, melanoma, and pelvic area cancers. A simple 30-second test can make a difference. SOZO is used to measure your LDEX score and can help your healthcare team identify early lymphedema and treat it before it becomes a lifelong condition. Learn more, find a provider, and talk to your doctor about getting tested by visiting impedimed.com. Get tested.
Lymphedema can't sidetrack my life if I detect it early.
Take control of your survivorship and get tested.
Now, this particular video is near and dear to my heart because I can tell you, had I had the opportunity to have this type of technology available now that allows us to detect lymphedema in its early reversible stages, that is in stages 0 and 1, and with simple at-home treatment, actually prevent lymphedema from becoming a chronic debilitating disease, my life right now would be completely different. I would have not been disabled from the clinical practice of my job as a practicing physician. I would not have had to completely reinvent myself in order to make the remainder part of my life meaningful, of value, and with purpose. And so now that this technology is available, it has become my life's mission to try to share this information with as many individuals as possible so that your journey will not have to be nearly as long, not nearly as harsh, and not nearly as painful as mine. And so if you are a newly diagnosed cancer patient or survivor and you are living with lymphedema, let me tell you, get out to this website, take a look at the lymphedema prevention tab. And one of the main things that you want to ask if you're a newly diagnosed cancer patient, at the very beginning, I know that it's so difficult to hear that C word, that cancer word. One, take someone with you so that they can take notes for you and be that ear, because at some point you won't be able to process it all. But one of the things that you want to make sure that person asks for you, or if you go alone, you want to ask your physician, this breast surgeon, the first person you see, Do you have a lymphedema prevention program? Does your healthcare team, does this particular cancer center have a monitoring program that will monitor me for early detection of lymphedema? And if you don't know all the questions to ask, here's the beauty of the Live Today website. You come here under the lymphedema prevention tab. Under Educate and Inform Your Cancer Care Team, you can click here and actually download and open a PDF that gives you all of this information, that 1.8 million newly diagnosed cancer patients occur every year, and that 1 in 3 at-risk cancer patients will develop lymphedema. The 3 most prominent cancers: breast cancer, melanoma, and pelvic area cancers. And that 75% of lymphedema is diagnosed within the first 3 years of treatment. But here's the beauty: with early detection and intervention, these are key to preventing lymphedema. And with early detection and intervention, 95% of patients did not progress to chronic lymphedema when early detection using LDEX and intervention were used. And so you want to click here and be able to have this information directly in your hands to show to the cancer care team. But then you come back and you say, well, what questions do I ask my doctor? I don't know what to ask in terms of lymphedema. I'm just freaking out about this cancer diagnosis. Well, then click here. Now you have the opportunity to now have all of your questions right here. These are the 3 main important questions that you want to have answered. Do you have a lymphedema management program? If you do not offer a lymphedema management program, where can I go to get lymphedema care? Then secondly, what tools do you use for early detection of lymphedema? Do you offer LDEX testing on a SOZO device? And then number 3, how long do you monitor patients for lymphedema after cancer treatment? This is important because remember, 75% are diagnosed within the first 3 years of treatment. And so knowing that lymphedema develops in up to 3 years or more after cancer treatment, you want to know, how can I be monitored in the long term? And so this is a great tab to go to. And for those of you that may be interested in, hey, I just got diagnosed, I want to know if my particular institution or healthcare center that I am being treated at uses LDEX testing or SOZO device. I don't even know. Well, you know what? You can click here and put in your country and your postal code, hit submit, and it will let you know whether or not there are any SOZO providers in your area. And so I really want to call attention to, in particular, the lymphedema prevention tab on the Live Today website. And finally, if you want to learn more about lymphedema, hey, click here. And there is tons of information. The Learn More actually takes you to the Patient Education Resource tab, which allows you to click on each tab to learn more about the lymphatic system, what causes lymphedema, the signs and symptoms, the stages, how it's diagnosed, what can be done as far as prevention and reducing risk, what are the treatments, and then lymphedema management. Again, as I stated, we have videos here on our website. This video now you can go out, put in your name and your email, click submit, and every single time a new show either airs or a new video. Sometimes it may just be a new video that's sharing new resources, new information, like the videos that I shared with you earlier. You can go here, click submit, get subscribed, and every single time you'll be notified when a new video posts. But on here, as you can see, you can go back. There was so much information that was shared, so many wonderful guests that were on the show. So please go out and take a look at this website and at the videos, because there was so much packed into the 3-year commitment time that we have been with CAN TV Channel 21. And I can tell you that they have been a tremendous resource during this time of the pandemic. Even when there were times when we could not get into the show or get into the studio rather to record shows. They made it possible to be able to record like I'm doing now on Zoom and to be able to share. So they did their best in being able to make sure that their staff was safe, all of us were safe, but yet the information was still out there and being able to be provided. I just chose to do the holiday show here on Zoom instead of being in the studio because I happen not to be in Chicago at the moment. But that's the beauty of the ability of CAN TV to flex with us to get done what we need to get done. And so I want to share my screen one last time because I do want to share with you again, if you wanted to find out more information about the Live Today Foundation, please go out to our website at www.live-today.org. Again, if you or a loved one are in need of compression garments because you're facing financial difficulty, your insurance company is not covering it, and you are a cancer patient or survivor living with lymphedema, and you need financial assistance for compression garments. And let me correct that, not financial assistance, because we do not provide financial assistance. We provide you with free compression garments. If that is the case, shoot us an email at info@live-today.org, or you can always give us a call at 754-220-0234 and let us know what you need. If you have any additional questions, that is also a resource. Again, if you're out on social media, we'd love for you to follow us. We'd love for you to comment on our posts. We'd love for you to engage with us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at livetoday.org. That's livetoday.org. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just look up the Live Today Foundation and get subscribed. You'll also be able to follow all of our shows on YouTube. And again, also be made aware anytime a new video posts. I am so grateful to each and every one of you that choose to tune in on a monthly basis to watch the Live Today show, find out what we're doing and what's going on. We have to give a special kudos and thanks to Tracy Podolsky and doTERRA Healing Hands, who managed to pull off and help the Live Today Foundation organize a matched program fundraiser. And with their help, we met our goal of raising $10,600, which was matched, so that we will end up with a total of $21,200 that would allow us now to meet several deliverables. We want to put out new videos that will talk about breast reconstruction and how doTERRA Healing essential oils can help improve your whole survivorship and quality of life experience. We want to provide additional resources with regards to printed materials, because there are some individuals that still are not computer savvy or just don't prefer using the computer. So we're putting together various different video assets. We're putting together various different print assets. And most importantly, we have now developed and are working on creating wholesale accounts with our partners, because our partners have been generous in donating compression garments. But because we're having so many requests come in, we're at a point where their generosity, we don't want to overextend it. And so now we have created wholesale accounts where we are now purchasing garments on behalf of patients, including some custom garments. And you can only imagine custom garments are extremely expensive. And even at wholesale, a pair of wholesale custom garments can still run $500. So you can imagine with the number of requests that keep coming in, that $20,000 that we're so grateful for can quickly dwindle. And so we continue to reach out for additional resources, and we continue to reach out on platforms like this to, one, spread the word of what we're doing. So one, if you need help, come to us. But two, if you also know of a place where we can get help, we would love those emails and phone calls as well. Again, I am Dr. Cherie. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Live Today show. And remember, be present, take charge of your life, and live today and every day. and I'll see you in 2022.